How much more can one team endure before the breaking point? Can a championship contender truly emerge from the crucible of injury and inconsistency without a bold, decisive move? Welcome to an exclusive deep dive into the heart of the San Francisco 49ers season, where every snap, every yard, and every strategic decision carries the weight of Super Bowl aspirations. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the swirling trade rumors, dissecting the perplexing struggles of a once-dominant run game, and charting the critical path ahead on the schedule that could dictate the team's destiny at the NFL trade deadline. Prepare for an electrifying report that cuts through the noise and gets straight to the pulse of the faithful. The air around Santa Clara is thick with anticipation, a palpable tension born from the brutal realities of an NFL season. At 4-2, the 49ers are navigating treacherous waters, battered by injuries to defensive titans Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. While the team has shown remarkable resilience, the question looms large. Can they truly survive without the heart and soul of their defense, especially with the relentless pressure of the NFC West? The consensus from within the organization, and echoed by league insiders, points to a clear priority: an edge rusher. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler has been on the beat, reporting that the 49ers have been meticulously scanning the trade market for pass rush options. One name, in particular, has surfaced as an ideal fit for their defensive scheme: Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals. Imagine the impact of Hendrickson, a proven disruptor, lining up alongside the remaining defensive stalwarts. However, the Bengals, despite their current 2-4 record and a 4-game losing streak, are reportedly holding firm, with no plans to trade Hendrickson at this time. Those 3 words, "at this time," are a beacon of hope for the faithful. Cincinnati, clinging to the faint hope of a Joe Burrow return in December, is committed to staying all in on this season, a stance that could shift dramatically if their losing ways continue. Dan Graziano corroborates this sentiment, emphasizing that the Bengals' resolve will be tested in the coming weeks. A string of losses against the Steelers, Jets, and Bears could force their hand, potentially putting Hendrickson on the block if they find themselves staring down a 2-7 record by the deadline. This Thursday night football clash between the Bengals and Steelers isn't just another game. It's a pivotal moment for the 49ers' trade aspirations. For the sake of the red and gold, we're all honorary Steelers fans this week, hoping for a Pittsburgh victory that could nudge Cincinnati closer to a business decision. It's a tough pill to swallow for Bengals fans, but when an organization fails to extend a player like Hendrickson when he wanted to stay, the consequences can be dire. Beyond Hendrickson, Fowler's intel reveals a fascinating list of other potential targets. Rashawn Gary of the Green Bay Packers, a highly productive and consistent player, stands out. At 27, Gary brings a steady presence, excellent technique, and impressive size, 6 feet 5 inches, 277 pounds. His career production, including seasons with 9.5, 6, 9, and 7.5 sacks, speaks volumes. While the Packers might be reluctant to trade him to a conference rival, especially after their acquisition of Micah Parsons, Gary's impending free agency after this year could make him an attractive, potentially less costly option. He was the 12th overall pick in 2019, and his game at Michigan was highly regarded. If the 49ers could secure him without breaking the bank, it would be a shrewd move. Other names include Jalen Phillips of the Miami Dolphins, a young athlete with immense talent, but a recent Achilles tear that raises injury concerns, a sensitive topic for the 49ers given their own history. Bradley Chubb, an older veteran, could offer a great scheme fit, bringing experience from Denver and Miami. Then there are the Jets duo, Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald. Robert Saleh, intimately familiar with their capabilities, could facilitate a seamless transition, allowing them to acclimate quickly and potentially become plug-and-play starters. This would alleviate pressure on players like Mickel Williams and Bryce Huff, preventing constant double teams. However, the risk of acquiring a player solely as a rental for the current season, only for them to walk in free agency, is a significant consideration for a team that values its draft capital. The goal is not just a short-term fix, but a strategic enhancement that aligns with long-term vision. Now let's pivot to a perplexing issue that has plagued the 49ers all season, the inexplicable struggles of their run game. In Kyle Shanahan's offense, a system renowned for its run-heavy, run-successful philosophy, this has been nothing short of a shock. The question echoes through the locker room and across the fan base. Is the blame directed at the generational talent of Christian McCaffrey, or does it lie squarely with the offensive line? Let's be clear, Christian McCaffrey is not cooked. While he may not possess the same explosive spryness he showcased in 2023, a season where he won NFL Offensive Player of the Year and was a top 5 MVP candidate, he remains one of the premier running backs in the game. Yet, the 49ers' run game has been abysmal, literally ranking among the worst units in the entire NFL. Their 3.1 yards per carry places them dead last, 32nd in the league. Despite attempting 26.8 rushes per game, their 82.2 rushing yards per game ranks a dismal 30th. The evidence, when meticulously examined, points away from McCaffrey. Even when other backs like Brian Robinson or Jordan Mason are on the field, the ground attack fails to ignite. The issue, unequivocally, is the 49ers' offensive line, particularly along the interior. Connor Kobe at left guard, Jake Brendel at center, and a visibly struggling Dominic Puni at right guard are simply not getting the job done. As John Feliciano candidly stated on the radio, Puni's struggles are both physical and mental. The interior of this offensive line is performing like one of the worst units in professional football. The consequence? Running backs are getting hit in the backfield almost instantly after receiving the handoff, leading to an alarming number of tackles for loss. They have no chance to pick up positive yardage, while McCaffrey in his late 20s has accumulated significant mileage and battled injuries like double Achilles tendonitis and a knee issue last year. The fundamental problem is the interior line being bullied and pushed back. This prevents any successful runs between the tackles. To support this argument, a deep dive into the numbers from Sumer Sports reveals a stark contrast. In 2023, when McCaffrey was dominating, his yards before contact stood at an impressive 1.85 yards. This year, that figure has plummeted by a full yard to a mere 0.81. This means he's being contacted less than a yard after getting the handoff. Pro Football Reference numbers paint an even grimmer picture: 3.1 yards before contact in 2023 compared to just 1.9 this season. While the offensive line wasn't perfect in 2023, it was undeniably better. These statistics are a damning indictment of the current interior line's inability to create running lanes. So, while Christian McCaffrey might indeed be lacking a fraction of his former explosiveness, the overwhelming evidence points to a glaring offensive line problem. When you watch the tape, the team's low yards per carry is a direct result of their inability to block along the interior. Any run designed to go between the tackles is doomed to fail, and even outside runs are being tracked down with alarming efficiency. This isn't a CMC problem. It's an offensive line problem that demands immediate attention. Finally, let's look at the 49ers' upcoming schedule and how it could profoundly impact their strategy at the NFL trade deadline. At 4-2 with a perfect 3-0 divisional record, the team is in a strong position. They've secured 4 wins with 2 different quarterbacks and 3 on the road, all in one-score ball games, demonstrating their grit. Currently tied with the Seahawks and Rams at 4-2, their head-to-head victories place them atop the division. In the NFC playoff picture, they sit as the number 3 seed behind the Buccaneers 5-1 and Packers 3-1, and alongside the Eagles 4-2. This indicates a wide-open NFC, ripe for the taking. The upcoming slate presents a crucial opportunity. They are favored against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football. While the Falcons' offense, featuring talents like Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, and Michael Penix, is formidable, this game presents a classic letdown spot for Atlanta after a big primetime win, especially on a short week and traveling across the country. The 49ers, with a rest advantage, should secure this victory. Following that, they face the Houston Texans, a team they should also be able to defeat despite not being initially favored. Then come the Giants, another winnable game. If they can navigate these matchups successfully, they could be sitting at 5-2, 6-2, or even 7-2 by week 9, just before the trade deadline. Looking beyond the deadline, the schedule continues to offer opportunities. They'll host the Rams, a team Kyle Shanahan has historically fared well against, even with backups. They've already beaten the struggling Cardinals. Then come the Panthers at home on Monday Night Football, and a road game against the Browns, who appear to have given up. A Week 14 bye offers a crucial chance to recharge, integrate any trade acquisitions, and get healthy for the stretch run. This final push includes games against one of the league's worst teams behind the Jets, the Titans a tough road game against the Colts, who are really good this year, the Bears at home on Sunday Night Football, and a Seahawks team they've already defeated. If the 49ers enter the trade deadline with 6 or 7 wins, the message is clear: they must make a move. The NFC is wide open, and at that point, they will have proven their ability to compete despite adversity. Acquiring a key player, especially an edge rusher, could be the catalyst that propels them deeper into the postseason. Furthermore, providing young players with playoff experience is invaluable, preparing them for the bright lights when the team is truly ready to contend. As we've seen, once you get into the dance, anything can happen, especially with the high-level talent and coaching staff this team possesses. Before the season, I predicted an 11-6 final record for the 49ers. At 4-2 now, 11 wins is absolutely doable. This team has the potential, the coaching, and the drive to make a deep playoff run. The question is, will they make the bold moves necessary to seize this wide-open opportunity? What do you believe is the ultimate fate of the 49ers this season? Will they make a splash at the trade deadline, or will they rely on their current roster to navigate the challenges ahead? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, and let your voice be heard. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this report. Your engagement fuels our coverage.